Okay, I think I'm live. Hope the sound is okay. Let me bring my mics a little closer. If you're here, you want to let me know if the sound is good. Appreciate it. How's everybody doing? Hope you're all staying healthy and playing some guitar still. So today I thought we would do a little lesson on some chromatic scales that I really like to do. Ricardo, hello, how are you? Thanks for coming. Good evening. Today we're just going to be talking about, I'm going to show you two chromatic scales that I really like. And just give everybody a minute to get here. Oh, Beatrix is here. How are you? It's good to see you. Make sure we're in tune. Sound is good, thank you, thanks. I used to do a thing where I would try to listen to the sound on my phone, but it was so much feedback, it was confusing and it looked stupid. So usually you guys let me know if the sound is okay. Krister. Hi Krister, thanks so much for being here. Sound is good, video is good, perfect. This is good. Getting a little bit better at setting up these live streams, which is awesome. Evan's here. Hi Evan. Evan just became a member. That's awesome. Or not a member, or is it what? A super chat? How does this work? Super chats. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I have Brian is also a member. So we have Krister and Brian here who are members of my channel. Thank you guys for becoming members and for being here. Evan just did a super chat, which was really nice of him. Super chats help me out, and you can highlight your message. That's why his name and picture is really big. Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. So along with that, memberships and super chats are available on my channel now, which is really fun. If you want to get your message highlighted, as Evan has demonstrated. Thank you, Evan. And members will get the lowest tier membership, the first tier, you can get an extra 2 live streams a month, and they're going to be weekend live streams, I think Saturday, so we're going to start them this Saturday. So if you want to do that, I'll see you this weekend. Otherwise, we're still going to do our weekly live streams here. All right, cool. Thanks, everybody. So for today's chromatic scales, I'm going to show you just 2 quick chromatic scales I really like for basically a lot of reasons. They cover a lot of things over just one or two, one scale. You can work on so much in your technique. So what is a chromatic scale? A chromatic scale is just all of the notes that you have or all the notes that exist, really. So there's a regular scale that we do, like a major or minor scale, has 8 notes, or 7 I guess, plus the extra, the octave. But the chromatic scale uses every single note in between, so it's 12 notes. And it just goes up, you're playing every note, every half step. So you can play these so many different ways on the guitar. There's so many different ways to play them and to start on different notes and things like that. But the ones I'm going to show you, we're going to start with E chromatic scale. So for this, I'm going to use free stroke, and I'll show you the pattern. We're going to start on this low E, and we're actually going to be all the way going up 2 octaves to this high one on the first string, 12th fret. So the low E, we're going to do free stroke in the right hand, and I'm going to be doing IM fingers. So it's just every note, so it's just E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. Now here I'm going to shift to the A, which is this next fret. So you can see I'm just playing every single fret, basically. A sharp, B, C, and then we're going to shift again. So first finger is going to go to C sharp, that's the 9th fret. Let's do that again just so we can get this pattern really good. This is the most shifts in the scale, so we'll do this again. So it's just open 1, 2, 3, 4, shift 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've done every fret going up to the 12th fret. And then we're gonna bring your first finger for the next string, but back 1 fret. So now it's gonna be on the 8th fret. And then you're gonna do 9th. So I did 9th, 10th, 11th, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then same thing, bring your first finger on the next string back a fret. So we're gonna go back to the 7th fret. Next fret up, next fret. You see just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna go to the 3rd string, and that's 3rd string, 6th fret. Bring your finger back 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now for the 2nd string, we're gonna stay on the 6th fret. So stay, 2nd string, 6th fret. And then your first finger is gonna go back a fret to the 5th fret on the 1st string. And now here's our last shift, shifting up to the 9th fret. And there's our high E. So we went from this low E to this high one. So I'm going to show you that again, all the way here. Oh, okay, so wait, now I'm gonna go backwards. So I got into like a zone of just playing the scale like I do a million times. So once you play the scale, you get up to here, we're gonna go backwards, and it's gonna be the exact same thing, just backwards, so. I noticed the shifting is feels a little different because we're shifting from our first finger to your 4th finger. Now this time we have to go up a fret to the 2nd string, so we have to kind of stretch to a fret above with your 4th finger. Remember the 3rd string, we stay on the 6th fret. Oh wait, I'm doing rest stroke, and I said to do free stroke. And then we're gonna stretch to the next fret for the 4th string, and then our pinky on the 11th fret for the 5th string, and then 12th fret for the 6th string. And we're gonna keep shifting back. We're going all the way down. So 4th finger on the 8th fret. Down again. So let's do it from the top again. That's it. So let's see. This is good for shifting, obviously, because we're going to be shifting like here, 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 and then you're kind of stretching back for all of these ones where you're stretching your first finger back. And look, we've got another shift. Then we shift back again, and then we're stretching with the opposite way. And shift back again. So you're working on a lot of things here, and then I also like to work on right hand a little bit here. So I was just doing I and M, and this time I'm going to do it again, but with M and A. So these 2 fingers. So remember our right hand fingers, I always like to just remind everybody, P, I, M, A. So doing this scale the first time, I always do it I-M, because that's the easiest, that's probably what we're most comfortable with. And then I'm going to do, this time, M and A. And we're still doing free stroke, and by free stroke, we're just meaning that your finger goes through the string and kind of just goes through the string, and then on a rest stroke would be the opposite, or not the opposite, the other option that we have, which would be you rest on the next string. So free stroke, we're just going to go past the string, kind of towards your palm, and we're going to do M-A. Yeah, the pentatonic scale is the first one we learned. Chromatic scale is a good one to do for beginners because it's pretty simple to understand. Okay, so that was MA, and so we just did IM, and then I did MA, and now I'm gonna do I and A, and I'm gonna play it a little bit slower because I realized that was kind of fast, and I want you guys to be able to keep up if you've never played this before. I know it's like you're trying to think of what each note is. Remember, we're just doing these patterns that are like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I like this also for like just a technique exercise because you're using every one of these fingers. You're using 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're trying to keep like a nice parallel shape in the hand. Notice that my fingers here, this part of my hand is parallel to the fingerboard, the top of the neck of the guitar. So try to keep that as best you can. So if that is difficult for you, you can just slow the scale down and focus on that. That's something we need to work on all the time. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do I and A. Oh wait, I said I was going to do it slower. Let me do it slower, sorry. Cool, so hopefully you're able to get that one, and then this pattern I think is going to be really good for all these right hand patterns. Robbie says the chromatic scale, no wrong notes. That's true. They're all of the notes in the chromatic scale. We use every single one, which is nice. I like that because we don't have to think about playing a wrong note. You can just think about all these things I'm telling you about, shifting and keeping your hand parallel and doing all these different right hand fingers. So there's other things to think about instead of the notes, or which notes are right and which ones are wrong, which is what I love about the chromatic scale. Cool. So I did IM, and then I did MA, and then I did IA. So now I'm going to do I, M, A, M. I, M, A, M. Okay, so I'm gonna start it again, sorry. I'm getting distracted by the chat. Sometimes it helps me to say the fingers I, M, A, M. Like I, M, A, M, I, M, A, M. Maybe that'll help you too. This would be good for hammer-ons and pull-offs, right? You could do hammer-ons and pull-offs with chromatic scales too. That would be a different live stream. So we did IM, AM, IA, and then we did this 4-note pattern, which was I, M, A, M. So the last one we're going to do for this is A, M, I. Yeah, we do want to warm up your hands. Hi, Stephen. Thank you for being here. Yeah, you want to use your warm up your hands, your picking and your fretting hands. I think this one is good because it warms up both at the exact same time. So we're gonna do A, M, I this time. Ready? Nice, Christopher. That's a good exercise too. That's difficult. Making sure they're all the volume is always hard to control when you're dealing with these notes. Okay, so that was I did E, chromatic scale. We did IM, then we did MA, and then we did IA, did IMAM, and then we did AMI. So we're going to do a second scale. This is going to be a chromatic scale, but it's going to be A chromatic, and we're going to be going from this A, and we're going to be going all the way up to that one. So this one I like to do rest stroke because I just did all of that free stroke in my hands, on my right hand with the E chromatic. So this time I'm going to do rest stroke, and I'll show you the pattern for this is like really, really similar, but just a teeny tiny bit different. So I'll start with IM while I show you the pattern, but you start with the open 5th string, kind of like our other one. Or you're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, and then shifting your first finger to the 5th fret. Now we're shifting to the 8th fret, and the same thing in the last one where we go back a fret, and then we're going to go back a fret. Now on the 2nd string you stay on the same fret, which is the 7th fret in this case, and go back a fret for the 1st string. So now we got to shift to the 9th fret with our 1st finger. Now we're shifting to the 14th fret with your 1st finger. So some extra shifts in this one. Okay, and then I'll go backwards. I think you guys can probably get that because it's similar to the last one. Shift back to the 11th. Oh, that was the 13th, sorry. Christopher said, very important not to have flying fingers with these scales. Yeah, that goes along with our left hand stuff, like we said, keeping them parallel, but when you take your finger off of a note, don't let it like fly away. it seems obvious, but like our fingers kind of want to do that. I don't know why. We have to kind of fight it for a while when you're starting to do scales like this. Because if your finger comes all the way out here and then your fingers are out here and then you have to put your fingers back down, you're wasting so much energy and so much time trying to get your fingers down. So we're gonna not waste any time. Just we're being really concise with our fingers. So keeping them parallel, keeping them close as possible to the fret so that they're ready to go and ready to play. So again, with left hand, we've got no flying fingers. That was Christopher's. I like that, flying fingers. And then keeping your palm parallel to the neck of the guitar. And we just did I and M with this one. I think I'll do I M again just to show you the scale one more time, and then we'll do our other patterns too. So here's our A string. So if that's also seeming like you're getting it, thinking about also when you're shifting, don't let the note that you're landing on in the shift be like crazy loud comparatively. So like this. Like there's so much effort to get to that shift. Just make it as relaxed and natural as possible. Like it should sound like if somebody was listening to you and they closed their eyes, they wouldn't be able to hear your shift. They would just hear all the notes all equal. So try to think about it that way too. Same thing. I think that's more of a problem going backwards. So just listen for that yourself. I said in the last live stream, or maybe one before this, but we have to be really critical of ourselves. I think that's what makes some people play guitar really well, is that you can hear things in your own playing and then fix it. You gotta be able to hear it yourself a lot of times. Because even if you have a lesson, like most people take lessons once a week, there's 6 other days a week. I mean, that's 1 hour a week or a half hour a week that you're getting someone to listen to you. So just listen for those kinds of things. So that was rest stroke in the right hand, I am. Remember, rest stroke is playing the string and then resting your finger on the next note, on the next open string. Cool, so let's do the next pattern. We're going to do the same exact patterns as we did in the last one. So that would be M and A, but rest stroke this time, and with their A scale, A chromatic. right. That was M and A. Insidia is good evening from Italy. Awesome. Wow, it's so late over there. Can't believe you're still awake. Hey everybody. Okay, so we did our A chromatic scale. We did IM and MA. So now we're gonna do I'm doing M and A. It is awkward, and that's because I'm doing all of the patterns. I'm doing a bunch of different patterns to just be working out the right hand. I wouldn't do this necessarily in a piece. I wouldn't do MA if I had another option. If I was playing a scale in a piece, I would certainly not do MA, but I'm just doing like a little technique workout for my fingers, so we got to get them moving once in a while. So I did, the first time I played the scale, I played I and M, and then the second time I played MA, and this time we'll get even more awkward. I'm going to do IA. So, jeez. I feel like I'm always doing that. Like, smack my guitar with my nails. That's probably why I have all these scratches. Alright, so we're going to do, I think it's Robbie, I think that's because it's a rest stroke. That's what bass players use a lot of the time. Wow, Christopher is in South Africa. That's crazy. 1 a.m. That's like, is that like the other side of the world from where I am? Not exactly. I guess more like Asia gets to be like a 12-hour time difference. 1 a.m. in South Africa. That's cool. Okay, so now we're doing IA. Christopher, I hope you don't have any neighbors that can hear you playing guitar at 1 a.m. Wow. It's only 3 in the afternoon in Oregon. Wow. You know what? It seems it's 6 o'clock here for me, but it gets dark around 4 now, which is crazy. So it feels like really late. It's not that late. It's 6 o'clock. But so when you say it's 3 in the afternoon, like, wow, that sounds like it was so long ago. But I can't believe it gets so dark. I know that it's stupid to keep saying that because it gets dark every year at this time, but it's so weird at like 4 o'clock. Oh, Christopher has a music studio from home. Neighbors are used to it. Okay. She likes hearing you play. That's awesome. I used to have neighbors that hated hearing me play and would, when I first moved to New York, they would like pound on my wall and tell me to shut up at night and stuff, or complain to the landlord, all kinds of stuff. It was like a constant battle, and it ended up being that like we ended up moving out at the same time because we were just both fed up with it, I guess. It was annoying. But I moved to an apartment that's like on a corner now, so like I'm on a corner space in the building, so there's nobody on this side, And then there's a hallway on this side. So I have no no exact neighbors. So I can play as late as I want, as loud as I want. Although to be fair, I'm only playing classical nylon string guitar. I don't have any amps or anything. This guy was complaining about the classical guitar. But, you know, people are, I mean, in New York, the walls are really thin because we've got really old buildings. So, cool. Wow, Robbie says it's 7 a.m. in the Philippines. That's crazy. That's a huge time difference. That's like that's more than a 12-hour time difference. Crazy. Cool. So we did IM, MA, and IA. So we have 2 more left, and I'm gonna do IMAM with this one. IMAM. That's one I have to really concentrate on. I always have to say it over and over in my head to get it. And then once I can do it for a little while, like a little bit into the scale, like maybe after the next string, it kind of goes on autopilot if I'm going faster. All right. Yeah, there's not so many Americans. You're right. Everybody here is saying like Philippines and South Africa, and where's all the Americans? Cool. Let's see. All right, so I only have one more right hand pattern to do, and that's AMI. Let's try that one. That one's hard for me with the rest stroke. So that was, once again, here's our right hand patterns. IM, then I did MA, IA, IM, and then AMI. So I did the E chromatic scale with free stroke and all those patterns. I did the A chromatic scale with rest stroke. I did all those patterns. So that's gonna leave you with a pretty good, like, encompasses a lot in like a technical workout basically. It's good for a warm-up if you've got like, you know, like 5 minutes or something. That's like a nice warm-up to do. You got both your hands working at the same time. You've got a lot of things to focus on. Let's see. Oh, Raymond, thank you. I like that you're here for the live ones. I keep them up on my channel too. You could watch them afterwards, but I know it's better to be here. It's fun in the chat and all. Oh, we've got Philly people. That's awesome. I grew up like outside of Philly, but in the Jersey side, like 20 minutes from Philadelphia. I do love Philadelphia. Yeah, so, and you can always rewatch these videos too if you want to catch the exercise again. Yeah, Robbie, maybe since it's 7 a.m., maybe wake up a little bit late and at noon try it again. But yeah, so we had two chromatic scales, and you can work on lots of stuff with that. And I'm so glad that you guys were all able to be here for this live stream. If you're a member, I'll see you this weekend for a live stream, and I'll have a new video soon, and we'll do another live stream same time next week. Cool. Thanks so much, everybody. It was nice chatting with you while we did some of these chromatic scales. It's more fun because sometimes chromatic scales can be like pretty mundane, so it's nice to do a little live stream while we do them. All right, well, I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.